Hey guys, Jay here. So this is going to be my video for Sakuracon talking about what I'm doing like in detail. So this is going to be basically a more detailed version of the video I put out a couple weeks ago or a week ago. I don't remember exactly when, but it was talking about what I was doing, had a lineup for my cosplays, things like that. And I just kind of briefly talked about what I was doing at Sakuracon. Well, now I'm going to be doing a video showing you like the equipment I'm going to be using, what to expect, what types of videos, things like that. So we're going to get right on into it. But before I do, I'm going to tell you guys I do have a new intro, and I'm going to play that now. So that is my new intro. Hope you guys like it. It's here for a while. Anyway, so like I said, this is going to be details, letting you guys know what's going on. So we're going to start out with my lineup because it did change. Not by much, but it did change. We had to take one costume out, and because of that, I added another one in and kind of rearranged days. So I do have some pictures up. I'm on open broadcast software. That's why there's the background and the picture and all this stuff like right here. All that is already in the image of the video. I'm not adding it later. So like I have images that I can pull up. So like this one right here is my lineup, so you can see what I'm doing, and I just pull it up whenever I need to. Just use the mouse and click it open. So as you can see, I'm doing red for Friday and Saturday, and then Saturday, the second half of Saturday, doing Gohan. Then on Sunday, doing Akaido from Vocaloid, and then Thursday, I don't know what I'm doing. I might do Akaido or Gohan. I don't know. I'm sorry if you guys can hear something outside. Garbage cans being pulled in, nice and loud. Anyway, this always happens right when I'm filming. So now that that's over, all that noise. Anyway, that is pretty much what I'm doing. One of the nights, I think it's Friday night, there's going to be a pajama party going on, so I might go as Gohan. I don't know for sure if we're doing this or not. Atlis and I were going to be, because Atlis is doing red with me, but he's doing a blue version of red, so it's like Pokemon Blue, you know, in the original games, the Game Boy Color versions of the original games, they had the whole texture, instead of being black and white or gray and white or whatever, would be for red, everything would be flushed out in red, and then blue, everything was flushed out in blue. So it made it look like he was wearing blue instead of wearing red. So that's the joke we're going for. I don't know. It is funny, so we decided to do it. We both agreed on it. So anyway, that's what we're doing as far as costume-wise. I don't know if he's doing, I don't know what else he's doing. He might bring Samurai Jack. I don't know for sure. That will fit, so he can bring it. He might bring I don't know, something else. I don't know what all he has to bring, but he's gonna see what he can do. Oh, I think he's gonna bring Tai from Digimon and Lupin from Lupin the Third. So that'll be fun. So we're gonna figure something out there. Anyway, so on to video types and what I'm gonna be actually doing as far as this type of thing, video. So obviously it's going to be higher quality than this webcam, because webcams don't have good quality sometimes, and I don't have good lighting in here, and this is actually natural lighting from outside, because my window is literally right here. So anyway, let's get on to what I'm going to be doing and everything. So as you guys might know, I do have this camera here. This is the Nikon D3200. This is the one I use for when you used to see me like standing up doing video, the further away video where the camera was pointed at me. You guys might have seen this microphone in the shots sometimes at the very bottom, but this is the camera that I used to do that on before I had a webcam. So that's how I did stuff from the beginning. And all my CMVs are filmed on this. All of my con footage is filmed on this, that kind of stuff. So this gets taken with me to every convention. And I have over there, but I'm not going to bring it this time, is my camera stabilizer, which I've showed off in other videos before, but you just set this on top of it, and it has this little gyro thing to keep it steady so that it's not, so that you're not like, you know, shaking while you do stuff, and it looks nicer. The video's more stabilized. That's what it's for. So I'm bringing this, but I'm buying another camera too. So I'm bringing two cameras. So this one, and I'm gonna pull up another one. This one. So this camera right here, this one here is I have to actually read it on the thing because I don't know the full name. The Canon Vixia HFR 700. Yeah, that. It's a video camera, so it's like a camcorder more than it is anything else. But I did look up the specs. I was at Walmart and I saw this one. I was like, it's only $200. That's not bad. I can't afford that. So let's see what this is. I looked it up. It does have a microphone port, which is good. So I can put this microphone in it because it has one of these jacks in it. Just like this camera has. You can actually see right there. Well, you can't really see that well. It says mic. Just open that up. There's a little slot. You just stick the microphone plug in there. So any microphone that has this on it, you can use with this camera. But with it being in this camera, you can do the same thing. You can put this in that camera. So I'm going to be doing some B-roll with this camera because it actually says that it can do 1080p at 60 frames per second, which is very nice, especially if it's nice out. If it's nice and sunny out, it'll be amazing. The footage will be really good. This does not do that. This does 60 frames at 720p, which is still not good. It still looks really bad. So I don't use it if I don't need to. The 30 frames per second looks fine on that. That's what you see normally is 1080p 30 frames for the normal videos that you see from me for that camera. So that I'm gonna use this for my main camera, and then this one for my B-roll if I have to, and then this one I'm also going to be using for things like cosplayer interviews and other stuff like that, because I can continuously record without having to stop and start again. With DSLRs like this one, you have a time limit. This one specifically has 20 minutes before it shuts off. It'll just auto stop recording, and it won't. There's no light. There's no nothing that tells you that it stopped recording. It just stops, and you're screwed. So that'll help with the longer filming, especially for interviews, because some people might take longer than that depending on what the questions are that we ask them, and then we're gonna just splice stuff together so that we're not gonna use all the footage of what we ask, but we're gonna ask a good chunk of questions so that we have enough just in case. Like if we can get 20 minutes to 25 minutes interview out of one person, then on the off chance that we don't get enough people, we still have enough answers. If you understand what I mean. So instead of 20 people that answer 5 questions, maybe we only get 5 people and we ask all of them 20 questions, but nobody else wants to answer questions. Then that way we have the same amount of questions and answers that we can just put into a video or a couple videos. So that way we're not running out of stuff and we only have like half of a video or like a minute and a half's worth of actual stuff. So it's a lot better if we can actually get a lot of stuff just in case and then just cut out some stuff that isn't as important. I'll figure it out as I go along. But along with that, so I will be taking this microphone and putting it on this little tripod here. So this little tripod I actually got with this webcam, the one I'm using right now. It came with it. So if you guys have this one as well, then you guys will know which webcam I have. It's the C922. So you just put it, come on like so. Tighten it, and it becomes a handheld microphone. That's all you really need. And then you just talk into the microphone like you normally would. And I'm going to be like having it curved up like this because you're supposed to talk into that side. You're not supposed to talk in from around it. You're supposed to talk in directly to it. So this way it'd be down here, and you can see the voice will actually go into the microphone. So that's how that's going to work. And I do have an extender to make this go really long because that is very short. That is meant to be mounted on the top of the camera. So actually here, I'm going to be doing this anyway. So I just dropped it. Fuck it. I'm not going to use it for anything else right now anyway. So this actually is supposed to go like that. And then this just plugs in here. But I usually wrap it around a little bit and then plug it in. But so this is going to show you kind of the other stuff that we're going to be doing. And Atlas and I are both going to be doing this. So anyway, so god damn, I can't do this when I have to look at myself. So you can see it there. It's all wrapped around. That way it makes it so that you don't like accidentally rip out the cord or something, or like your hand doesn't get caught on the cord and rip it out. It's out of the way now. So I can get rid of that. All right. So for this camera and for this camera, for both the cameras, I'm going to buy another tripod. I do have some other tripods. No, this one back here, right here, is not one that I'm bringing. That one I can't actually close because it's broken. That one I used to use behind my monitor for my gaming. I don't do that anymore, so I just moved it. Anyway, so there's these tripods here, which I'll just put it up here where the other one was. So these tripods here, which are they're called Gorilla Pods, but they do make off-brand ones. Basically, it's just like a tripod. It's kind of like that small tripod where you just set it on here. But the legs of it, you can see the legs of it are little balls. Well, you can twist them around and make them into different like shapes, I guess. Usually it's used to wrap it around like a pole or something, so that like if you had to wrap it on something so that it was stable on a rail of some kind, then you could do that without having to hold the camera to get what you're viewing. If you're in an area where you can't use a tripod, like maybe a forest, and maybe you're in a wooded area and you're trying to interview somebody and it has to do with wooded areas, and there's nowhere to set your tripod where it's stable, you can just wrap it around a tree branch and it'll stay. So that's what these are for. But there's a vlogger who's very well known on here on YouTube, Casey Neistat. Neistat, is that how you say his name? I'm pretty sure that's how you say his name. But he used this Gorilla Pod and made it more of a vlogging camera. So what he did was, I don't have one on me, but I can show you basically what he did. He made it so that it was a that tripod version of this. Here, let me of this. So you see how this is now able to be pointed at me, but this is really heavy and annoying to do. You could actually do it this way and hold it out like this, but this is super heavy because these tripods are really heavy, and it's really annoying to do that. So he took those tripods and made them have this shape to them so he can hold it out in front of him, and that's a really, really genius thing to do. And ever since then, that's been like the go-to for vlogging. And so what we're going to do is we're going to be buying those. And I say we. So when I say we, I'm talking about both me and Atlas. We're both doing this. So also, you can get to his channel in the description below. He will be putting out content after this convention. I'm going to help him put his first video up. I'm going to help him do an intro video, all that kind of stuff. So we're going to see how that works out. But anyway, so we're going to be doing that. We're going to be sitting there vlogging ourselves like that throughout the entire convention. There will be many videos. So that's one of the main things we're going to be doing, is we're going to be vlog style vlogging, like actual vlogging throughout the entirety of the convention. So those are the types of videos that are kind of going to come out for that. And then this tripod that you just saw, we're going to be using this upright as a tripod and putting the camcorder on it so that we can film like the stuff that we need to just film regular filming of. I'm going to use that also for time lapses, and like I said, B-roll, where we're gonna just get the extra stuff for like cutaways, things like that. So anyway, this has been a long video, probably longer than it needed to be, but these are the things that we're going to be doing. So you can expect vlogging, the actual vlog style vlogging, in both the hotel room and the convention and the way to the convention, things like that. We're going to do that. So in those videos, we're going to have, like, I don't really know how to put it, but if you watch other vloggers who, when they do stuff in their house and then go out, something like that, there's going to be little cuts in here and there, in the hotel room, and then outside, we'll have some sped up stuff, some B-roll stuff, and some other crap out there, and then some regular vlogging, and then those will all be put together to make a video, and then there will be a separate video for all of the interviewing, where we're gonna just cut and paste whatever we we get and putting it all together into some videos. And then Atlis is going to do the exact same thing as me. So he's buying one of the Gorilla Pods because he doesn't have a tripod right now. So he's going to be grabbing one of the Gorilla Pods, and then he's going to be learning how to do this and aim at himself, and he's going to make sure that it's aimed at him, to where he knows the angle that he needs and everything, and he can set his tripod up to always be in that angle, so that all he has to do is put the camera on it and call it good. So that's going to be going on his channel, and then some stuff we are going to be doing for our Cosplay Group channel, which will also be down in the description. You can go there and subscribe, whatever. We don't know yet what's going on that channel. We still don't know what to do for that channel, so I don't know. We'll figure something out, but until then, that's all the stuff pretty much that I'm going to be putting out. There will be, at the very beginning of the first video for Thursday of the convention, the day before the convention, when I leave to go to the hotel, there will be, like, me in here in this room talking to you guys, saying we're going to be leaving, and then, like, do a vlog style going to the convention. So that's going to happen too. So anyway, stay tuned for all of that. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.